Do we So I think it happened just after we recorded last week.
Yeah.
The GRM so Rated Awards nominations. The list came out.
Yeah.
Yeah. It happens quite a lot when we record. We're recording on Tuesday, and like something big always happens like on Wednesday.
Yeah.
And we've got the pod coming out the following day, so
yeah,
we always have to kind of revisit it the following week. I'm gonna see if I can find the list quickly. What do you need? What's up?
I spent past. Are you guys still recording?
You still recording? Yeah. You can walk past very quickly. Don't worry, YouTube will see on the ash. Go on, just.
Where's the? Can you, whilst you're down there, can you grab the oranges?
Steady.
You're mad. Keep on walking across that.
You are dead wrong.
You think you can pass?
You good?
Are you strong enough? God damn. All right, cool. So here's the full list of nominations. So it's going to be 16th of September.
16th of September, yeah. All right.
So album of the year, we've got AJ Tracey with Flu Game, Bugsy Malone, The Resurrection, D Block Europe, The Blueprint, Us versus Them. You've then got Fredo, Money Can't Buy Happiness, Get, Conflict of Interest, Heady One, Edna, K-Trap, Street Side Effects, Lowski, Music Trial and Trauma, A Drill Story, Nines, Crabs in a Bucket, Slow Tie, Tyrone, if I'm pronouncing that correctly.
Can I be honest with you?
Go on, Vans.
There's about 10 man in that list. They need quality control in that.
Yeah, it's 10 still. It's actually 10.
That's a lot.
But I think sometimes, because of obviously where we're at now, a lot more man are releasing projects. You're going to kind of have to appease, because like you get the complaints, I might not even get nominated. So sometimes you just get them where like, just nominate them.
Okay, and you didn't get nominated.
What's the process for GRM? Is it in-house, or they have like, is it to get the nomination?
Or is it like a voting system?
Is it voting, or is it
What
like,
for to compile the list for nominations?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's an in-house thing
In-house,
to compile the
basically.
list for nominations, but then the winners, I think, is down to public vote. So
Okay.
I'm with Vans. I think that is a lot of guys, but I'm just gonna say it straight. For me, Conflict of Interest is the album. From Gets, I think he had like sometimes like people like needs to mark a moment in time.
Yeah.
You know, I wouldn't be mad.
Edna?
I think it was better than Edna, personally. I wouldn't be mad if Heady won. I could see Heady or Nines winning.
Oh.
Because Crabs in the Bucket wasn't a bad album.
Yeah.
That's a decent project.
That was a good album.
I
I wouldn't even say it's decent. I think it was a good album.
Yeah, so like I wouldn't say there's a clear like, oh my god, that person's definitely gonna win in that category.
Yeah, intro, outro, airplane mode, niggas in charge.
Niggas in charge. Yeah, listen.
What else is? Yeah, there's a couple. Yeah,
he's got a song with Lou Ray on there as well.
Yeah.
Nines actually got a good album.
Crabs in the Bucket is. I would give that the nod.
Okay,
for
cool.
me.
I'm saying.
And it went number one as well.
Have you guys got any opinions on any albums? No problem. Then we've got female. I don't know if we'll go through all of them, but I'll try and pick out some big ones. Female Artist of the Year. We've got Bree Runway.
Okay.
Darko, Annie, Ivorian Doll, Georgia Smith, Lady Leisha, Miss Banks, Shabo, and Midas the Jagaban.
I say Darko simply because that's who I've seen the most.
That's fair.
I wouldn't say Darko. She had a great moment with Gangster, big song, but I don't think she's lived up to
that since.
I thought she had a few moments. No.
Her features haven't really hit for me.
She was on the recent
Body remix.
Not even for me, but just for what she's been doing.
I think
You know what I'm saying?
if she should have won, it probably would have been last year, because even Steph come out and said that like I've not kind of done anything. When Steph won last year, like I've not really done much. He was actually shocked to win, and she still won last year. So
when did they count their thing from?
well,
yeah.
Well, okay, cool. This is so winners will be revealed when the virtual ceremony is streamed exclusively on our YouTube channel on Thursday, the 16th of September, 2021. So I'm assuming this is basically from September, innit? I don't know if the last one was September. I don't know why I'm sure that they're keeping the same time period in the calendar. So if that's the case, that for me is actually a difficult group, because there actually isn't for me really a standout. Like you can argue someone like a Georgia Smith is probably the biggest out of them.
Probably for me.
Like
big features,
rounded internationally, you know.
She got a project out that was good.
She's done the thing where she's worked with some of the young up and coming talent. So on her recent tape, she's got Shabo on there. We obviously know she did. It's a good song as well. You know, she's done the song with Annie, Pen Black Girls.
She killed it.
She's got a song out right now with JK. So she might get a bit of recency bias, and the fact she's bigger. So
she spun gigs on this project.
Yeah. So like she's had some cold moments in the last 12 months where like, you know what? For me, a dark horse is Brie Runway, but that's more recent. Like I see her linking up with like Doja Cat and stuff, you know. So I think her time is gonna come, but she's more pop. So sometimes you kind of might exclude her unfairly because she's in a pop lane. Go on, Chrissy, just, you know.
Just run across.
Yeah.
You could have easily just ran across. I hear that.
Yeah. It just messed with the whole flow. You were about to lose your job.
I'm screaming.
I was trying to whack lyrical for your. I'm trying to fight for your women right now. You know.
Chrissy HaicH.
Yeah.
What the women?
Well, so we're going through the Rated Awards nominations.
Yeah.
We've done Album of the Year. We're on Female Artist of the Year. I'll read them out quickly. So Brie Runway, Darko, Annie, Ivorian Doll, Georgia Smith, Lady Leisha, Miss Banks, Shabo, Steph London, and Midas.
Steph London.
So before we walk back in, we were saying, I think it was kind of both me and Vans were leaning to probably Georgia Smith possibly winning that and arguing the case, the biggest song she's been on, you know, over the last like year and the moment she's had.
I agree.
Is there anyone on that list that maybe aside from Georgia you'd like to see win or think would win?
I feel like Shabane's been quite active this year.
She
had
has.
that what do you call it with Remy Bergs.
Oh yeah,
She did that performance like a while ago. She's got a new video out now. What's it called? I'm always falling in love with the people that were in prison or something like that.
Yeah.
The Villains. There we go.
Yeah, the Villains.
Yeah.
That's why she fell in love with something in prison.
Yeah.
That's why.
I feel like she's been the most visible for me in the past
and
year
had
or
the bigger
so.
moments and the collaboration. I feel like if Georgia doesn't win, that for me would probably be the one that makes sense. But then someone like a Steph London has got a big fan base.
But she hasn't, like, what's she done?
So for me, yeah, it's like it's really truthfully what the freestyle thing.
Okay.
That's like over the last 12 months. Like I need a bit more from you. You know,
but isn't this what happened last year? Like she won. Was it the same award show that same awards that she won last year? It's like, brother, you didn't release anything. Please relax your fucking nerves.
But no, she
like when
did
Nicki
admit it
Minaj
herself.
won like the BET Awards for 10 years straight.
Like what did you do?
I mean, little wins and
Even the year she didn't drop any fruit.
That's the problem.
IVD, I can see winning. She's not.
Go on, Mike. Go on.
No, I'm saying that's the problem when it's a popular vote, though, isn't it? Whoever's just got the stands will just.
Yeah, because throwing it to the fans is deemed as the most democratic thing to do. But
And
if you're not an artist that's got stands,
Yeah.
you don't stand a chance.
Yeah, but even like a lot of these weren't awards that the fans got to decide. It wasn't like the People's Choice Award. It was more so of like, if I'm the most powerful, I got to keep everyone happy in it.
Are we talking about in regards to the US or here?
Yeah, US.
Okay.
Like,
Cool.
when I was talking about
that's what's been mad
the Nicki
political.
stuff.
Yeah. That's what's
It's all political. Like even here, like it's starting to become that.
Yeah, it is.
You know what I'm
We'll
saying?
get onto that
Like-
as well. 'Cause I see Rush was upset about some stuff in regards to I think it's this category actually, Male Artist of the Year, sponsored by A Jewelers. So mind them gonna get grills with their award.
Okay.
so
Shout out to Hatton Gardens and
come
that.
on, going crazy in the garden.
Going crazy in Hatton.
Yeah, so Male Artist of the Year, AJ Tracy, Abracadabra,
Yeah.
Central C, Chip, Digga D, Fredo, Gets, Heady One, Potter Paper, and Tion Wayne. Now, obviously, there will be artists that will cross over in certain categories. So,
what category is this?
Male Artist of the Year. So, AJ Tracy, Abra, Central C, Chip, Digga D, Fredo, Gets, Heady One, Potter Paper, Tion Wayne. I will say some big credit to this side of town. Grove's got is heavily represented on there.
Yeah.
There's arguments for all on there, like Potter Paper coming out of jail and doing what he's did in the space of a year. I've never seen it.
Oh, Teachers Training Day. Was it
Teachers Training Day 3 is part of a series.
Yeah.
So you've got the weight, the pressure of one.
That
and
was
two,
huge.
and you're doing that. And one could even argue it's actually a tape, really, because it's part of your mixtape series.
It was huge.
It performed so well. That's an album.
It charted.
It charted, bro.
It charted. He's now signed to
Def Jam
UK.
You know, he's a big deal out here.
He's had moments.
I would say, I think
a lot of these men drop projects as well.
they drop projects as well,
you
so that's
gotta
what helps
think
them. But
about
I think just for the momentum and what they've done in the last year or so, you have to give it to Tion Wayne.
Tion has done a lot this year.
Now, what he has against him is that he hasn't had the projects
Yeah.
that a lot of the other guys have had. So, because even like obviously Central recently biased because he had a project recently. Abbas had a project out. AJ had an album out. Chips had the mixtape. Digga D had the project out early part of this year, back in the last year. gets
Big
heady,
singles.
Pot of Paper. So yeah, he's the only person on there out of all them who actually hasn't had a project out yet. So we still yet to actually wait. No, when did Wayne's World 3 come out? Was that
a while ago? Actually,
But do you feel like
it wasn't over the past year.
do you feel like it's necessary these days to have? Do you feel like Do you feel like it's essential these days to have a project out to make impact?
Well, no, definitely not.
No.
Tion.
Yeah. But what it is it's a yes or no. It's no.
But you need to
if
depend.
if you do it like Tion Wayne. That's what it is. That's
But it
how
depends
it's
on the
question.
impact, though.
But that's what I'm saying. The
No, that's
impact's
what I'm
been that
saying,
brazy. If it's no, you've got to do it like my man. Where it's like it's not even no point. Like soon after Body, my man then did the what's this the video that they all in green and he shot it across the bridge.
The Dartford crossing and that.
Yeah, I forgot what the song's called. Is it called Wow?
I think it was called Wow.
Yeah.
But
So
the
like,
thing is
man,
that,
and
like,
man, the momentum. They're not playing around. They're just dropping.
He had that song with the bomb in your air. Put
Oh,
bomb in
Miss.
the air. Like,
Deluded.
yeah.
That was a banger still. That was a banger. That was a banger.
Fucking stupid.
Me, you're deluded. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't feel like you need to have a project.
He's had moments, isn't it?
Yeah, but the thing is that like someone like me would want to look at the criteria.
We're making our own now. So she's asked a question.
Like,
Yeah, it was all
project,
alone, though.
because there's different like points in a criteria. Like, you know, you have to look at do you have a dope project? Have you killed features?
But are we talking
Have you
about
been barring?
artist of the year, or are we talking about impact? 'Cause that's-
Artist of the year. Artist of the year. This is male artist of the year.
She was asking about impact. So that's
But-
like a,
What I'm
Yeah, but
saying
when
is,
you talk about male artist of the year, there has to be like
wait, hold
a
on. Let
few
me
points.
clarify my point. Do you feel like for someone to win Artist of the Year,
Yeah,
do you feel like they have to have a project out?
I would like to think so. Yeah.
No.
You
Brother.
don't be moving like
Yes,
an African
brother.
politician.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so you're
Yes.
saying that it wouldn't be fair for Tion to win Artist of the Year because he doesn't have a project out.
Yeah.
That's something you can hold against him. 'cause
Yeah,
he's the
that's
only
what I was-
person
that's all I
in
was
that
trying to figure
category
out.
that hasn't had a project in the last year.
But do you? Okay, another question.
Because
is,
I can't give you like artist of the year
Let me just make
just
sure we're making
by
the right points.
you-
When did Wayne's World 3 come out?
just by you killing features.
Okay,
You
so
haven't even
another
given me a
question.
mixtape.
Do you
Wayne's
feel
World
like?
3 was 2019. Apologies.
Do you
2019.
feel like him not having a project out could stop him from winning Artist of the Year?
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
it could
like
be, yeah.
what can you do on your own on a tape for me to be like like artist of the year? No album out. Yes, you've done lots. Like, I'm not discounting the stuff that he's done, but to win artist of the year, a couple features and one song
But
isn't
you're a purist.
gonna
like-
make me believe that you deserve that.
But that's you. So if we take like just a really like generic view on this, do you? So maybe not. Maybe the question should be: do you feel like not having a project out would be enough? No, would be. So you have that opinion that yes, you need to have a project out in order to be Artist of the Year. But if we're just talking about like blanket statement, mainstream, do you feel like that's enough? Not having a project out is enough to stop him from other people believing, so to speak, that he shouldn't be Artist of the Year. Does that make sense?
It's fair. It's fair for them to use it as a strike against him. But in this instance, if someone was going to win, I wouldn't be mad. Someone like that winning because of how much they've done and how.
This is what I'm trying to figure out, yeah.
historical things like going to having a number one. You were able to, even despite all the naysayers, help bring Russ back and create another moment. And that song is done. If we weren't in a lockdown, yeah, as big as we think that song is or has been, I think it'd be 5-10 times more.
Bro,
being able to travel,
bro,
Europe,
Tion's the reason why I can stand Body.
yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
Diligent citizen, bro. That bit in the song is crazy, bro.
do you know what I mean? So like when I like I said, like, you know, I'm not gonna discount what he has done, because there is a thing of being nominated, but then there's also a thing of winning.
Yeah.
Like, do you have enough to get you over the line? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, do you have that last push? Like, if you're doing what do you call it? A 10,000 meters in the Olympics. Do you have what it takes to
Do you have the capacity?
really get over the last lap?
Are you right in the corner there?
You good?
Yeah, you sure?
I was using that for said capacity.
Okay. Should someone save her or
You-
look at black
do you
women?
need help,
Black men
or-
not saving black women. drink some water, man.
I was sneezing and I heard.
You thought
I
you
heard
could join
Fols
this
say
man's conversation?
capacity.
You don't have the capacity.
Yeah. Do you have like the the final thing to get you over the line? For me,
No,
like,
you
you know,
raise a good
so-
point. Like it's not even
Wait,
something to see.
is there a section where they have album of the year?
We spoke about.
Yeah,
we said
we
album of the
spoke
year.
about
We did that.
Alright, cool. Then I don't really think it has to be there because there's this category literally for that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? So it's like you can be artist of the year. You could put out 3 songs, and those 3 songs could have so much impact and do so much damage. You might even be a debut artist, and you haven't even had a chance to.
I think every time we raise
Get
it
to
because
that
he's
point.
the only one out of all of them.
No,
in
I
that
hear
category.
that. But what I'm saying is, in the end of the day,
If you've got album of the year already, that maybe shouldn't be used too much against.
not
him.
even that.
So
What
what
I'm-
we?
no.
So no, all right.
No,
cool,
let
so-
me say what I'm
Yeah,
saying,
go on.
innit? So what it is you are artist of the year for whatever reasons, innit? If you found yourself catapulted into the situation from one single, you've done it, and however you've maintained that impact, you've done it as an artist, innit? If it was saying, but you haven't got an album, that's why you're not in album of the year. But you've managed to put yourself in a position of being an artist. Because being an artist has these other aspects.
But that's
it
why I
shouldn't be
also
the-
said there's a thing of being nominated, and there's also the thing of winning.
But then it's
Like with what you've contributed to being nominated, will that then take you over the finish line to grab the award,
But then think
as
about
opposed to everyone else
In-
that has more in the criteria than you?
But then my rebuttal to that would have been, you can have a single, for example, you have a #1 single, as opposed to someone who has an album that's gone to #2. Now, my single's done technically better than what your album has done. So what are we comparing really right now? Do you see what I'm saying? It gets the points like that.
Yeah,
So that's why his
yeah.
impact's been so
Yeah,
big.
yeah.
I don't think not having that, if he hadn't done like what he had done,
But
and
then
it was
that's the
lesser
criteria of
feats,
commercial. The commercial success then jumps into that criteria.
But then that's because we're bringing albums and, do you know what I mean? Ultimately, we're looking at this artist, innit? An artist is everything. Their visibility, why we remember them, it's
Moments.
everything,
Yeah.
innit? Do you get me? It's not just solely, you haven't got a
Because,
project. You see what I'm
because
saying?
yeah, it's true. But then your artistry doesn't always demonstrate how well you do. You know what I'm saying? Like, because you can have Donnies that like they're popular in it because they're popular, but like the artistry isn't that great, but they've sold well.
But in this essence, I'd say that his artistry has played a massive part. I don't think Tion is there, not because of his artistry.
Are DBE in that crowd? In that list?
Artists, what, a male artist of
Artist
the
of the
year?
year.
No, they're not. No, they're not. You know, I think I see both arguments, but
Would that be
even though I think I don't know if it was me that introduced it, but for someone like Tina, I think it is more than just the 1 or 2. So some of the stuff is pre the last award because they got an award for I don't know at the last award. I remember
Right.
Dutch was like they thanked
Yeah,
Stormzy for making them rich in it.
yeah.
So if you actually look at all the stuff he's done in the early part of 2020, so so you've got if you read something out, so you remember I don't know if you remember the song with my man M24 London. Song's called London. It's called
Yeah.
M24. Then you've got Houdini with Swarms. You've then got obviously I don't know. You can I miss out a few. You've got No Comment. Then you've got Deluded.
He's got something new with Stay Flee Get Lizzy.
Yeah, like if you actually look at
Simba.
like
But it's not great.
from the start of 2020 up until this point, Donny's been on a mad run and like he's actually shown how you can spin drill in that more mainstream. We're still being like content wise, still being quite true to drill, but making it work. And Russia's done the similar as well. So like capitalizing off the biggest sounds and like someone that like.
But I'm not gonna credit
space in it.
I'm not gonna credit a Donny for being on the song that's out.
What do you mean?
Like he's got a song out with Darko. Yeah, I can see that he's active, but I'm not gonna give him credit for that.
But we're not
because
bringing
it's
that up though.
No, I'm just saying that like if you're gonna talk about like a lot of the features that he's been on, some are they're okay.
Yeah. But you will get that because Donny has had a lot out. So you will, if your output is that high, you will get some misses. But the ones that have hit have been so big where we don't even talk about that one. Because the one with Darko is dead. But that's more about the family relationship because that's like little sis and they've been working together. Because I'm with you, that song is cheeks, but we don't speak about it because right now body's out. Relax.
But then at the same time, you have to respect activity as an artist.
And Body remix, if we're keeping it a buck.
I said it here. Ardy's verse isn't even that cold, and that's the best verse on there. After Ardy's, we don't talk about the other dons on there.
Downhill from there.
You've got Fivio.
Mans not
Fivio
hot. Foreign.
They could have left that off
You've
there.
got Bugsy, and I'm like, you're trying to bar on this.
And it's not that.
It's not that. It's not that type of song.
It's like 16 bars.
They're trying to bar on this, bro.
Yeah. We don't want an MEM part 3 or 4 in that. Like, it's just
It's ironic.
But
got whatever spilling his drink on me.
If Tion doesn't,
Someone's been listening to it.
Yeah. If Tion doesn't get this, who would we see? Let me pull it back up quickly. So, it wouldn't surprise me. So like, okay, cool. Let's say Potter doesn't win the album. That's when the crossover happens.
Yeah,
he could win male artist, but then you've also still got like Heady in there, strong fan base.
Yeah,
Central C's got a sizable fan base, even though he's going for the whole like industry plant kind of backlash at the minute and stuff. Maybe a bit too soon, possibly, but he's having a big moment.
Yeah, he like I would more so put.